This morning on The Dish, a taste of the Caribbean. Trinidad and Tobago lie just off the coast of South America, and their cuisine has seen an incredible mix of influences from indigenous peoples, from Europeans, and from Africans brought there as enslaved people. Island native Debra Sardinha has added her own influence, training and cooking all over the world before returning home to carry on a three-generation family tradition as a chef and restaurateur.
A little bit of extra virgin olive oil and the curry vinaigrette. So bon appetit, people.
When diners pull up their seats to Food Lingo by Chef Debbie,
This is so soft, it just goes down, melts in your mouth.
it's an intimate experience
It's so delicious, I'm dribbling.
catered to their specific tastes.
And every single time the food was awesome.
I wanted a space that people could feel very comfortable.
It's all the work of Chef Debra Sardinha.
Any way that we can get our Trinbago food on the map, that's what we're about.
She highlights the diverse food of the region with her very own supper club.
I've decided to have, outside of catering, an intimate dining experience where we have our chef's table. We do that Caribbean, but with a little bit of a modern twist.
For our meal,
A very little taste of what Trinidad and Tobago has to offer.
this is a little taste.
No, this really is a
An introduction that came with a bit of an education.
So sauce is a very traditional breakfast or liming food.
Liming.
Liming.
Describe liming for us.
Liming is, when you are with a group of your favorite friends, you're just in that space, in that moment, great beverage, great food, and you're just enjoying whatever is happening around you.
So a little bit more than just hanging, a little bit less than partying.
Could be, it depends, because sometimes that lime can get, it could build. It could start off very, very, very cool, and it could build.
Like her menu, Chef Sardinha's career has followed a similar trajectory. A crisscross cultural tour of worldwide cuisine.
This is paired with dal puri roti, which is a flat bread that's stuffed with split peas. And we have some curried shrimp with that.
It's hard to talk food in Trinidad without the backstory of the dishes themselves.
And what is this?
This is blood pudding or blood sausage.
Okay.
This is another breakfast item. It's with a little bit of our French influence, or the boudin, as they would call it. And then a little bit of Asian. So we have our char siu ribs, and we call it Singapore noodles, which has a light curry in it. And then we have a tabbouleh salad with a little bit of garlic lemon chicken skewers.
Okay.
So
I'll have a little taste of this.
Go right ahead.
She created this space after restaurant restrictions were lifted during the pandemic.
I know what it was like in the States, but this is an island nation of less than 1.5 million. For your industry, how bad was
It was
the COVID
bad.
blow?
I think, we saw it worldwide, and we fall under hospitality, got hit really, really hard. And so, in reality, you had to make some tough decisions.
One of them, to close down her restaurant, 54 Saddle.
And it was just getting into that rhythm, but I think part of the process of life is understanding that if it's one thing that will always happen to us is change, and how you deal with the change will determine where you go. Like, who would think that being a pandemic, I would be sitting here speaking to you? Who would think, right? So there we go.
This is really her second act in life.
What was your first?
My first chapter was working in New York City. I went to New York City Technical College. I worked the gamut of different hotels and restaurants, and always wanted to come back home.
But not before applying to study with renowned French chef Madeleine Cayman. She got her acceptance just before giving birth to her daughter Erin.
And then I decided my daughter was growing up, and I realized that I needed to spend some quality time with her. You have those deep desires and that kind of push you to the next level.
Eventually, she returned to Trinidad to become the first woman executive chef at the Trinidad Hilton Hotel and Conference Center, the first of any Hilton in the Americas.
I was like 16-hour days.
What was that like for you to break through that glass ceiling?
I think at the end of the day, there's some basic truths that never change. But my daughter and I have a little bit of a joke where we would say, you put on your big girl panties and you just make it happen. So at the end of the day, you may have to work twice as hard, But you know that through determination, you're gonna make it happen.
I caught you calling her mom in the kitchen. Did she?
Her daughter, who trained at the Culinary Institute of America, is now her sous chef.
Yes, she is chef to me. But sometimes, you know,
It slips.
I'm like, Mom, and she's like,
She's carrying on a family tradition established by her grandparents, who've owned and operated Blue Crab Restaurant on Tobago for nearly 40 years.
as a young girl, I'd be in both kitchens all the time, watching them cook, prepare food, and they would rope me in to like do little things, whether it's peel garlic or. So I found myself actually like fascinated in food as well.
It didn't go unnoticed by her mother.
She always had a great sense of taste on the palate. Not only am I extremely proud of her, but I would say that she is a chef.
You have someone to pass it on to?
That's the whole idea.
Her big idea was to take this food global. She's cooked all over Europe, a clientele that tired her to bring them a taste of the Caribbean.
Are there misconceptions about the food here or the Caribbean in general?
I think we have showcased in many different levels that Caribbean cuisine can be on any world stage, can stand on any world stage.
So what are we making?
Pilau. This is
Pilau.
Chicken pilau.
Chicken pilau.
What that is basically stewed chicken, and to that we have rice, pigeon peas, carrots, and pumpkin.
It's all for the benefit of her island homeland.
Oh, I love it.
Look,
So delicious.
cheers, I think. No?
Yeah, it's true. You did a really good job, Madam Debbie. Chef Debbie, here's to you,
Thank you.
and here's to Trinidad and Trinidad.
Yes. Trinidad.
Oh, that's perfect going down.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? No wine, but I have a rum drink with lime for the liming.
liming. Yes. I love that.
Liming ladies. Ladies, cheers. Cheers. Cheers
to
my
liming.
dear. And in case I didn't make the point, Chef Debbie was the first woman executive chef for a Hilton property anywhere in North America, Central America, or South America. So she was huge